Welcome back. Still discussing president-elect and tax ahead. We are not the president, but we are trying to suggest things in case he has not addressed his mind. Some of the things we're mentioning is opportunity for him to look at these directions. So again, how can the president-elect portray our image before international communities as the giant of Africa?
One of the things that the president-elect needs to do is to see himself as the president of Nigeria and not the president of Lagos or the president of Southwest.
Yeah.
To have a nationalistic view and to run what I call a government of national unity.
Yes.
A government that placed emphasis on competence. A government that is inclusive. A government that has a lot of young people. You see, we don't want people that are fed. Some people have served government for 25 years, enough, quarter of century.
I wonder.
I can mention there are people like Fashola, people like there are so many of them that since 1999 they have been
they
in
won't
government.
create chance for their own children to come up.
24 years.
They will graduate nowhere to work.
You know, they've been in people like Aregbesola, people like Godswill Akpabio. There are so many of them. So now is the time. They said the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. If you don't give them opportunity, when are they going to assume leadership?
And I said they are leaders of today. The leadership start today.
One of the things that the president-elect needs to do is to have a cabinet of people that are between the ages of 35 and 55. Oh. The moment you are more than 55, they shouldn't be in his cabinet. These are dynamic young people, fresh blood, injected, people that are tech savvy. People that are tech savvy, not people that can't use. Majority of the people in the present cabinet can't even use computer system. Oh. They can't use. They are not IT savvy. So it needs people that can think on their feet and can act quickly and swiftly. That's my advice to him. That is what we project the image of Nigeria as a nation that is embracing new ideas, new ideology, making giant strides in that. The second aspect is that it's for him to run what I call an Afrocentric foreign policy. One of the greatest shortcomings of Buhari's administration is the lack of direction with respect to his foreign policy. We don't know the trust of the foreign policy of
his administration.
Yeah. I think as soon as the president-elect is sworn in, he should know that Africa is the centerpiece of his foreign policy. It should be the big brother of Africa. That Africa, we should have a common currency in Africa. I don't have to go to Ghana and convert my naira to dollar and then dollar for me to convert to CD for me to spend. Why can't we exchange African currency with African currency? We must have that exchange. Until we do that collaborative effort, Africa will still be a backward continent. Because you don't need to, if you go to Great Britain, you don't need to convert to another currency. Whatever money you have, you convert to pound sterling. To pound sterling. So Africa needs to look at economic integration. And you know the unfortunate thing, Africa is blessed with natural resources you can't find anywhere.
We are really endowed.
That's the word. We are really endowed. But the unfortunate thing is that
mismanagement and
we are like
greed.
We are like antelopes. You know, it is the day that the antelopes understand the power of teamwork. That's when they will get their deliverance from lion. You know why? Because once the lion runs after them, they scatter. But if they band together and face the lion,
they will overcome.
They overcome the lion. That's what buffalo does.
Yes.
That's what buffalo. If a lion is running after buffaloes, the buffaloes, if they turn around, they band together, they face the lion, they finish the lion. If you watch that Joe Wide, you see what I'm talking about.
They throw lion up. I say,
they throw it up. Until African leaders come together.
The king of the forest being thrown up like that.
Exactly.
I was wondering.
So until African leaders learn to come together and work together as a team, we'll never make progress. And Nigeria can set the pace. And that's a challenge before the president-elect. He has a network in Africa. Okay. Let him use his business network to build political and economic integration of Africa. I don't need to change Naira to go to South Africa. If I get to South Africa, I should be able to change Naira.
No, they have been proposing that, yet they've not been able to enforce it.
Because they still
discussing
go to America.
They've been discussing around this area for a long time.
Because they go to America for their holiday, they go to Great Britain for their holiday.
Abi?
Why can't they go to Harare and go to other parts in Africa?
Okay, what other area do you suggest the president-elect considers in his leadership?
Well, one of the areas I think which we need to do is electoral reforms.
Okay.
We need to put in place a system that is devoid of violence.
Abi?
That our elections will look like carnival.
Ah.
That whoever the people want to vote for, actually
allow them to vote for the person.
People should vote according to. We need electoral reform. It's very, very, very important. Election shouldn't be a do or die affair. When you use violence to win election, you will not serve the interest of the people. Honestly. That's what I've told Nigerians, and I've told my friends. What have we got to show for 24 years of democracy?
Yes, uninterrupted democracy.
What have we got to show? Because people for God can never be mocked. I'll go back to my law of causation. Yes. Whatsoever a man sow,
so he shall reap.
So he shall reap. So if people get to power through violence,
through cheating,
shedding the blood of innocent, it's only the blood of Jesus that does not seek for vengeance. Yeah, exactly. The blood of Abel seeks for vengeance. Now, so when you get elected into public office, shedding innocent blood, those blood will cry.
Yes.
They will cry for vengeance. And that's why Nigerians have not known peace. That's the reality, whether you like it or not. I don't want to care whichever political divide you belong to. Yes. It's the reality. The bloods of innocent Nigerians that have been shed is as a result of why you are not enjoying the dividends of democracy.
Yes.
And until we stop shedding innocent blood, we'll never know peace in this country. Because there's nobody that has gotten to power since 1999 to date that innocent blood have not been shed as a result of them getting to power. There's none.
What's all this?
We see election in other clime. They do election and people go and it's like they go to work.
Drop and then go to work.
And then
you vote. You lock up everywhere. You lock
down everywhere. And then you see a siege. And then you just hear ta 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 ta.
Hired to disrupt the whole secession.
God cannot be mocked.
We should grow from this.
That particular area, so that I can contest with my friend in the audience. Yes. If he wins, he wins. Exactly. If I lose, we lose. We shake hands. Next year, 4 years time, we come back to the same race. I might defeat you 4 years time. So if you want to,
the main thing is actually to work. But our own Nigeria, we don't work.
No, because
other countries, they really want to work.
Because
and
know why.
So if you lose, it doesn't matter.
Because I know that why will I work?
But here now to gain, once you are a position in Nigeria, you are the richest man. Abroad, the richest people are traders, are those who do their business, not politicians. But here in Nigeria, are politicians are the richest people. And that's why they take it as do or die.
That's what one of the presidential candidates said.
Can you imagine?
Wealth without enterprise.
Exactly.
We have them as friends. We have them as friends. Yeah. People that have no business. The unfortunate thing.
And then you
elect them. You call them public servants.
And you're celebrating it. Why are you celebrating?
You call them public servant. The word servant is from the word serve. Mm-hmm. Is the word serve plus ant that you get servant. Now, the wisest man that ever lived said, if you want to learn about organization, if you want to learn about administration, if you want to learn about order, you should go to the ant. Because in the ant, you have soldiers, you have different assignment given to different people, and the accomplished tasks which you are giving to them. And that's why we said they know
their time and their seasons.
Exactly. They understand time and season. They know what to do per time. Now, we elect you as a public servant to serve us like ant serves the queen. Yo. We are the employers of those that were elected into office. You know the difference? We are the ones serving them.
That is it now.
We are the ones serving them. Instead of them, because if you are coming into public service, you have said, you know what, I want to come and serve you to make life better for you. Not to terrorize you on the road with siren. Not to terrorize you on the road with police and security agents. Before they are elected into office, they will sit among us. The moment they are elected into office, now you now see soldier, DSS, everybody. You can't come. Even your sister and your brother can't come. The people you want to serve are the people you are running with. If they want to kill you, they will have killed you while you are in their midst. So it is very clear for them to understand this principle, that if you really want to, and that's why in 2012, I asked all my students to read the book of the ruler of Dubai, Al Maktoum, My Vision. I asked them. He said, you know what? He said, our people know we are serving them, and we don't need to use security guard to move within their midst, because they know that we are working in their own best interest.
But because now, here, they're working for their belly.
You see, as a journalist, and as a teacher, I don't belong to any political divide. I don't have one. But there's one thing you can never you can't take away from Peter Obi.
No.
Is that ability to connect.
Yes.
Ability to connect. The simplicity in governance. Yes. I've had cause to enter aircraft with him twice while he was governor. I witnessed it, not was told, that he carried his bag. And the way he has conducted himself, and that's the way governance should be. Not securing yourself with security aid that will cordon off people from you. It's not. What is going on? You are serving the people.
I will meet my governor in a function. I can't even greet governor because the security people are there. Yeah. What was the meaning of that? He's supposed to be my governor, or he's supposed to be my president. I say president, you cannot.
You know, sister, is the carryover. Is the carryover from military administration. You know
and only so it's only common in African countries. Though.
And you know people.
The Western one don't do that.
You know the unfortunate thing. Once they leave the shores of Nigeria and they get to London, they get to US. You don't see those security. I've told people it is easier for you to see your governor, to see your senator when you go abroad. They are just like common citizens. They will take their bags there. They carry your bag. Because if you carry, if they see somebody carrying your bag, everybody will look like you as is this man a fool or what? Something is really wrong. Right? Something is really wrong with you. So you that you can carry your bag abroad, why can't you carry it in Nigeria?
Yeah, now they become.
We need a change in attitude, a change in perception. People need to understand that they are serving the public, and they are public servant, and they should know the root of the word servant.
And our so-called security people are heightening the whole thing.
No, because they have to justify the budget. They have to justify the money they are spending on security.
Abi?
That's why. That's the reason why they have to justify the money they are spending on security vote. That's another area which the president-elect and the governor needs to reduce.
Yes.
They need to reduce. They need to be transparent about the money they spend on security vote. In actual sense, the money they spend on security vote might even be much more than the one they spend on subsidy.
On subsidy, yes. They don't even, and it's free money to them to some extent. Right, thank you so much. Take a break now. Come back, enter question and answer session. Vivid view.
Say and do it.
All right.
This is Vivid View.